Puppy.
What the fuck?
Alright guys, Big Al's Bike and Auto coming at you. Today I'm going with Jaden up to LKQ in Fort Lauderdale, one of the junkyards, because I want to get a new hood and grill, or replacement hood and grill I should say, for my E36 here, the 318 Ti M Sport. So if you would see my last video, when I purchased the car, I talked about the paint obviously has a lot of imperfections. Some can be lived with, some not so much. Now, in the future, I may either wrap or repaint the car, but not right now. So I just want to make it look as good as I can on a tight budget. Now, the hood has a lot of this cracking going on. And there's also these acid marks from the paint that were either from bird shit or tree sap or something like that. They're all over the car, and the sides too. This is the fender that I did my best to clean up. I hit it with a clay bar before I hit it with my buffer and some compound, and it kind of reduced the visibleness of these white stains in the paint. Again, this is actually ate through the clear, so that it'll never come out, but you can make it kind of fade away a little bit, the harshness of it. So that door I haven't done. These spots I have, and you can still see them, but they're not as white, and they're soft. You don't feel them, whereas over here you can feel the marks. So it took some of it off, but that's the best I can do, unfortunately. Now mind you, the car's dirty right now, so there's water spots and stuff you're looking at as well, making it look a little bit worse, but it's still pretty bad. But from a distance, this car's not that bad at all, and that's kind of the goal for now. Whether I wrap it or not, I still want to change the hood and the grille anyway, because there's a dent right here, and there's a dent in the grille as well. So there's no point even trying to save those, because if I wrap or repaint the car, the hood and the grille are no good. So they do have a black E36 up at the Fort Lauderdale yard I was talking about, and it looks like the hood and grille are in perfect shape. All right, I'm about to hit 314,000 miles of my truck on the original engine. There we go, 314. Sick. So Jade and I just were over at LKQ. We got the hood. I forgot my phone in the truck, so I didn't film. But I saw this beautiful transport van. I love these. There's actually one for sale on Craigslist, maybe for 300 bucks. It's been sitting for a while, needs some work. But I don't need any more fucking toys. But at the same time, now that I'm seeing one in person, I want it. I think these are so cool, especially with the Pontiac grill. Sick. I love the black roof. All right, so thank God we came to a little tiny yard next door, which you don't have any faith in, but you got an E36. This hood is, I'm glad I picked the hood from the other yard because this one's all dented up, but they have a very nice grill assembly here. I don't see any rock chips at all, unlike mine, which is destroyed. There's one there too, so a couple minor ones, but it's in much better shape, and the key thing is it's not dented. I'm gonna grab this grill in a minute, unless I find one that's in better shape. This one's pretty much perfect. Oh, we got another E36 right here. Man, nice. Rest in peace out of that. Got a TI here, non-M, of course. Jaden just bumped into. See if there's any parts I need out of this, though I doubt it. It's a real nice steering wheel cover. Ugh. Automatic, no wonder it ended up here. I don't know, I don't think I did anything out of this one. Jaden was just looking through this 3 Series E36 and he found the owner's manual. There it is, the M Sport with my 5-spoke wheels.
It has the package right here.
Oh yeah, you definitely have to take that.
Ah, here it is.
There it is. I got Jaden here tying up this fucking thing. So this wasn't cheap, this shit today. E36 stuff's getting expensive. It's still cheaper than getting online or Craigslist or whatever. But the hood was 60, so I'm not really happy about, but it's in really good shape. And then the grill frame here, which is in perfect condition, except for now because Jaden scratched it up against the side of the truck. I'm joking. was 40 bucks. So this yard's a little more expensive than LKQ. What am I gonna do? They didn't have one at their yard. All right, so here's the fog light I got. It's got a crack in it, but it was cheap. Fill that in. So now I got 2 cracked fog lights. Alright, so I have the hood off. Now is for taking off the grill frame. These 4 star bits right here. And there's some 10 mils on the side here. Which are beautiful. There goes my fucking star thing. And then after you get those, there are 2 10 mil or 8 mil. I'll tell you guys in a minute. Underneath the wheel well. And this should just slide right out. And there's also 2 8 mils that go into the fucking headlight house. It's a giant nightmare. I'm losing daylight, so let me get to it. After you get the 4 star bits out, you're gonna have to go, see where I got my wrench, my ratchet. Here's your radiator, right next to the cap here. And then on this side, you're gonna have to remove the little tab you pull up on and push back the air intake thing. It takes in air from the front of the car to the air box. And you also have to unplug this sensor going into the radiator. And once you have these 2 things out of the way, you're gonna have the 2 bolts, just like the air side, the 2 10 mils right there. Next step is after you get these 2 and 2 and all the star bits out, there's an 8 mil right back here. If you wanna front of the wheel, behind the bumper, to loosen up the fender liner. So you can then get behind there and get out. There's another 8 mil screw. There's 2 of them on each side that holds these in. I'll show you that in a minute. Now behind the bumper, if you look, you can pull this back just a hair. There's an 8 millimeter screw right there you have to undo. And now we'll loosen up this corner right here. All right, the second screw is back there. There's the first one. You can see I'm on the second one, 8 mil as well. To loosen that up, and this side will be loose all the way. We go to the other side and repeat. All right, just 2 more screws to go. And this thing will be coming out. You get 2 more 8 mils. You got 1 here, behind the headlight, and 1 there. And then once you do those, this will all pop right out. Alright guys, sorry my phone died as I was removing the grill frame, but I got a little caught up on the passenger side headlight. But it did come out. For some reason, I keep thinking this thing is a fucking 97. It's a 96. And I keep thinking it's a 97. And I swear to God, I'm pretty goddamn sure that, let me check the door. I think this thing is a 96. I know that's what the ad had said. I went back and looked at the ad online when I bought the car. 96. It's a 96. And I keep telling myself it's a 97. So, of course, when I go to the junkyard, I didn't really have an option anyway because there was only a 97 E36. There was no 96s. And if there were, they were the wrong color, whatever. So I pulled a grill frame off a 97 E36 and they changed the shape of the kidney grill. So these do not fit. I kind of like the look of the 97 one better, which I love that they changed it for the better. They made these a little bit smaller, a little more aggressive looking. They kind of like curve in instead of just being square. So I'm just gonna have to get new kidney grills, which I'm not crazy about having a, here I am, looking like an absolute mess. I'm not crazy about having a 97 grill frame on a 96 because a little bit of car was in an accident or something, but that's really the only difference, the only real change they did going to 97, I believe. So it's not really a big deal. I mean, this car is never going to be really like a big money fetcher, you know what I mean? It's got 223,000 miles on it, so it's not a big deal, and I can always change it again if I find a really nice, who the fuck is this? A really nice 96 grill frame. But who is this motherfucker? You got a problem? Fuck off. Anyway, if I find a real nice 96 one, I'll just swap it out again. But for the meantime, I don't want to put my shitty one back in, especially with the new hood. So I'm just going to put the 97 one in. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. First thing obviously being to slide the new grille frame in and then get it into position. And I'll show you guys what I have to do from there. Okay, so the new grille frame is in. And also, you can see it's in much better shape than my original one. Obviously, you're gonna have some damage around where the old kidney grills were. But isn't that a weird thing, kidney grills? Anyway, most is just dirt. It's in very good shape. 2 or 3 rock chips versus 200 or 300 on my old one. And we've got the newer kidney stone, whatever the fuck they are, kidney style grill. So I had to relocate because of the rain. You can see the edge of it got pretty wet. But the grill is done, and now I am doing the hood, and which is always interesting as a one-man job. Taking it off is a lot harder. Putting it on is easy. So I already have a bolt in, just loosening each side, holding it up into the hinges there so it's not leaning against the car. So it's in place. I just have to put in the other 2 10 mils and then tighten them up. And I gotta rehook up these gas struts. I'm gonna take the old hinges off here and connect these ones, and then rerun the washer shit, the squirters back in. The hood closes, I already tested it. The grill is lined up. Appears to be dead even. All right, so the new hood is 100% tightened up. I tucked back in the lines for these little washer fluid squirters. Let's see, moment of truth. It's gonna close. Nice and crisp the way that's shut. Now mind you, this looks like shit. It's covered in dirt. I've been working on it all day, but check the gap on both sides. Obviously I checked this before I tightened everything up, but sometimes things can move when you're tightening. It looks about the same to me. All right guys, I'm very happy with the results. Car looks 10 times better. I love the lack of the chrome grills in the front. I wasn't sure if I was going to go back to the chrome bezels with the black in the middle for the kidney grill. Now after seeing it like this, I'm definitely just going to get some black grills for sure. Some matte black grills, maybe with a little M stripe in them. But look at how good this car looks. All I did was give it a quick wash. I haven't even buffed the rest of this car yet. When I do that, it's gonna look even better. You remember how shitty this thing looked the day I picked it up? I mean, it does not look bad at all. This is an $1,800 M Sport 318 Ti, and it looks good. The hood and the grill made a huge difference, and putting that fog light in as well. Car looks brand new. I'm pumped. Wait until I do the rest of the body. It's gonna look 10 times better. And inside, I've had this thing running for 10 minutes now. Nice and cool, no overheating. Interior's looking 10 times better. This is what, 3 days of work? Not even. And it's running much better because when I did this work, I figured out that the air intake coming in into the air box was all cracked. So I wrapped it in, for the time being, I wrapped it in Gorilla tape, and right off the bat, huge difference in the way it runs. So, very, very happy.